Viva Las Vegas! Yeah. Stop 3 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the running of the Samstown 400. Should be good race here today. And on the pole for today's event at 206 miles an hour, it'll be Seth Cole, car number 40, the Kendall GT1 Pontiac. Alongside of him, Andre Sallin, car number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. Then it's Ian Dutta, car number 18, the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. And the number 10 tied Ford of Charlie Rodriguez, the Daytona 500 champ. Chris Washer, car number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevy. Starts inside of row number 3. Beside him, Johnny Gardner, number 98, the RCA Ford Thunderbird. Then it's Tim Beagle, car 46. Alongside of him, Alan Cabanero, the Mobile One Ford, number 12, for Penske Racing. Then Zed Weinstein and Tyler Batson in row number 5. And here comes the command to fire them up here at Las Vegas.
Drivers, start your engines!
The party engines. And as we say at Las Vegas, as we say at this racetrack, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and that applies to racing too. Row 6 has Yoshi, Sean Galligan, and alongside of him his buddy Cole Daly. Then it's Ian Batson and Levi McIntyre. Row 7 and row 8 has Mike Becker, and beside him Chris Dollerton. So our motto when it comes to Las Vegas: what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And the same applies to racing as well, whether it's NASCAR or NHRA, whatever the reason. Las Vegas has that kind of a feel. Seth Cole leads them down. Green flag waves, and we are underway at Vegas. The pole speed for this event is super fast, 206 miles an hour. And Seth Cole jumps out to the lead. Here they come off of turn number 2. Ian Dutta goes inside of Andre Sallin. Chris Washer making a move here for the number 2 spot. 3 wide for the lead. Goes Washer and Dutta. Oh, no problems! Seth Cole into the wall. Oh, and Seth Cole upside down. And more problems on the backstretch. Oh no, Cole Daly's up in the wall. Jeff James has crashed. Joshua Collard. Stephanie Naylor's crashed. Dion Scott. Cody Lamas. He's crashed. And Scooby-Doo's nose all bloody. Jeremy Doobie. Cassandra Renzi looks like she came out okay. What happened? Let's first look at Seth Cole's crash. And he was battling for the lead when this all happened. The pole setter for the event and president of the Internet CRA takes a nasty flip here at Vegas. And yeah, Ian Dutta and Chris Washer, their robbery is going to continue. They just locked wheels. Oh my gosh! Seth Cole apparently caught a rut on the wall of turn number 1, and just turned his car up in the. What the heck? That's going to be a good look from the onboard camera. Seth Cole, car number 40. Let's ride along with Seth. Let's listen. And it was 1,000 wonders why that one did not turn out to be the big one as they came out of turn number 2. Now here's the crash that sent Cole Daly flipping. We can find Cole's car. There it is. I think this is better to look from the helicopter view. There's where the whodunit game starts. He's on the outside of Keith Batson, and he hits Keith, and then Tyler Batson squeezes him up in the wall. Goes back, hits pancakes inside of Joshua Osborne in 35. Joshua taps the wall just a little bit. And oh my, and I think I saw... Yeah, there's where Dion Scott and Stephanie Naylor crashes. So actually we had 3 separate crashes. She bounced off Kyle Matthews. Now watch Stephanie. She's going to get hit from behind by Dion Scott. And he just bulldozed Stephanie Naylor hard in the wall. All the while, Cole Daly, he's crashing like heck. And he gets turned over by Jeff James. I mean, just slammed into him. And then Cody Lummis and Joshua Collard, they get caught up in this whole Holocaust. But I think something tells me Stephanie Naylor is gonna have a little. Something tells me Stephanie Naylor is gonna have some words with Dion Scott. On board Stephanie Naylor's car. And you hear Stephanie trying to get her car to start, and it will not do so. So Stephanie's knocked out of the race. But prepare for a ride here. On board with Cole Daly. And that's good timing right here. The green flag's about to wave once again here, so excellent timing here. So green flag about to come back out here. Ian Dutta has the lead here at Las Vegas. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. Cody Lummis is a lap down. Tim Fiegel's in second. Third is Weinstein. Fourth is Chris Washer. Sean Galligan in fifth position. Let's keep an eye there on the Llama situation. Llama's not quite getting up to speed. He's now got Johnny Gardner stuck behind him. Calvin Era goes by. Osborne goes by. Dollarton, Lick, Depote, Daniel Day, Shelton trying to go back inside. Cody Llama's got several mad drivers behind him who wants to get by him. One of them being Michael McIntyre is all over his back end. And oh, problems it again! Rohit Baird is around. And we got more trouble on the front stretch. Tim Fiegel and the leaders. Tim Fiegel and Andres Allen. Well, there's a track where things happen in a hurry. And they actually just lost the lead to... actually, there's Fiegel on the outside of Chris Washer. And I think Fiegel and Washer, they got in the battle. And Sean Galligan's down on the inside in the 44. And I think Galligan's going to take the lead about this point. He will lead the lap, and I think he led him back to the yellow flag, too. Galligan pushes Washer. Zed Weinstein turns Fiegel in and turns him right into Andres Allen. And Allen squeezed Fiegel hard in the wall. At still over 145 miles an hour at that point. And Tim Fiegel getting a smoke show done to him by Andres Allen. At 200 miles an hour, it's hard to stop these cars on a dime. And several cars... How in the world that's another one that's... Another one where you just ask yourself, how does this not become a big crash? We've been lucky to have 2 big crashes and not have a really big one. But Andres Allen and Tim Beagle is still back in the race here. There's going to be a lot of mad drivers in the garage area today. That's for sure. But still, it's Sean Galligan out in front as he's driving Yoshi to the lead here at Vegas. Green flag back in the air, we're back underway. Sean Galligan leads, Chris Washer second, and Batson running in third. Batson was so close to victory at Rockingham, the last race on the tour. She's off to a pretty good start to the season. Her and Keith both had a good run in the Daytona 500 as well. As Zed Weinstein starting to flex his muscles in the number 90 Halleck Myers Ford. And now we're back under yellow flag again. And it's Alan Cavanero. Looks like he and Joshua Osborne, I think, might have gotten together. Third caution. Yep, it was Cavanero and Osborne. And the helicopter cam will tell the story here. Cavanero got turned by Chris Dallerton and sent him right into Osborne. Daniel Day had to get hard on the brakes to try to avoid hitting Cavanero, but Osborne just an innocent victim in this whole deal. And I say it wasn't Cavanero's fault for spinning Osborne, but it was more like Dallerton hits Cavanero and just sent, yeah, a simple shunned, I guess you might call it, as they call it in road racing. But both Osborne and Cavanero are able to continue, but the caution flag, good news for them, at least on a situation like this, a caution flag does close the field back up. So, yeah. We're getting set for the restart. We'll have 10 laps to go this time by here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It is Sean Galligan out in front. Second is Ann Batson. Third is Zed Weinstein. Those two on that 3 drivers behind who's on a slump. Ann Batson, Zed Weinstein, and Chris Washer in number 5. Weinstein, the season 9 champion in this series. Washer and Batson both wants to be one-time champs. So the pace car looks off on the pit road. Sean Galligan still out in front. He's won a lot of races in our Charles Race Series, but never in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He hopes to change that here today as they come to the start-finish line. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway here at Vegas. Ian Dutta trying to go outside of Chris Washer. Their feud may not be over yet. Between Dutta and Washer. And Batson closing in on Sean Galligan. Here they come off of corner number 4. Batson tries the inside lane. Drag race to start-finish line. Galligan leads the lap. Batson tries the inside lane. Weinstein trying to figure out who's he going to go with. But he's got Ian Dutta all over his butt right now for the number 3 spot. And Batson to the lead. Car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Has had the Dale Earnhardt car since season number 3 in the series. And she has got big speed. 208 miles an hour off into turn number 1. We're under yellow flag. Oh, big problems. Tyler Batson's crashed. Joshua Osborne's crashed. Oh, man. Charles Jackson, tremendous amount of damage to his car. He's crashed. And Ann Batson will win the race back to the start-finish line. Oh, and Kyle Matthews smoking very bad. Smoke starting to come from the cockpit of his car. Not a good sign for Kyle Matthews. His race is over. And this will tell the story on the replay. And it looked like it was Chris Dalton and Michael Norman that might have got together. I don't know. Yep. No. Dalton actually got into the 4 of Andres Allen. Allen's on the outside of Jessica Shelton, and watch this come out of turn 4. Whew, and Allen just missed hitting Shelton too. Michael Norman, I think he escapes. Dalton has to walk. Now watch this. Kyle Matthews nails him right in the butt. TJ Williams, he's crashed in there as well. Several cars having to get on the binders. And Tyler Benson gets a hard hit from Cody Lamas. Charles Jackson, a bit of an accordion effect back in the pack here. So it's going to be a question of who's got damage and who doesn't. It looks like Dalton Day might be creased in a little bit. Cabanero looks like he's clean. Daniel Day is clean. Adrian Becker, she's clean. So is Dustin Sonker, he's clean. Batson's not. Tyler Batson, that is. Osborne, he's pretty much crashed out. Charles Jackson's got some damage. Dion Scott. Well, I'm trying to get back underway here. Cody Lamas looks like he might be damaged up a little bit. Let's quickly ride along with Kyle Matthews on this deal. This one's going to get interesting. On board with Kyle Matthews. Driving on the front stretch and oh crap. So bad break for many of our top competitors here. So that's going to put 10 cars out of this race. Joshua Osborne, Kyle Matthews, Jeremy Doobie, Cole Dally, Seth Cole, Jeff James, Stephanie Naylor, and Joshua Collard. All because of crashes. So now we're going to have a 3-lap shootout here at Las Vegas. Ann Batson and Zed Weinstein have not won in a long time. They are the top 2. Sean Galligan looking for his first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. He's in 3rd. He and Yoshi, they've looked strong all day long so far. Chris Washer running in 4th. Ian Dutta in 5th position. 2 rivals back there. What a shootout this is going to be. If yellow flag flies at this point on, the race will be over. 6th is Mike Becker, 7th Keith Batson, 8th Charlie Rodriguez, 9th Dylan Poteet, 10th is Jessica Shelton. The Rockingham winner is in 10th position. The green flag out the way. And Batson was close the last time at Rockingham. Can she close the deal this time at Vegas? Green flag back in the air. We're back away. 3 more laps to go. Galligan up on the high side. That was a mistake. Here comes Washer on the inside. Batson gets a good restart, but Zed Weinstein trying to close right in. Chris Washer trying to take 2nd. Washer coming with a head of steam right now. 2 more laps to go. And look at this gaggle of cars back there. Mike Becker dives inside. Here he comes. Keith Batson's right there. Coming to start finish line. Becker trying to close right in. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining. Here comes Keith Batson for 2nd. Will it be a Batson in front. She hasn't won since Season 7 in the series. Keith Batson right there behind. Batson up on the high side. Poteet tries the inside lane. Here they come up on corner number 4. And the Samstown 400 belongs to Ann Batson. She wins at Vegas. Tremendous final 3 laps of racing. Whew. Unbelievable finish to the race. Ann Batson had to scrap like a badger to win this event. Dylan Poteet, a hard-charging second place. Jessica Shelton will come home in third. But for the first time in 4 seasons, Ann Batson is back in victory lane. Average speed 96.694. And there's your finishing results. Dylan Poteet comes home second. Third was Jessica Shelton. Fourth, Keith Batson. So a 1-2 Batson finish was spoiled just a little bit. Mike Becker comes home in 5th position. 6th, Michael Norman. 7th, Charlie Rodriguez. 8th, Sean Galligan. 9th, Chris Washer. 10th was Ian Dutta. Then Zed Weinstein, Johnny Gardner, Cassandra Renzi, Andrea Allen, Pichu London, Rohit Baderview, Tim Beagle, TJ Lick, PJ Williams, and Daniel Day, the top 20 in today's event. Just tremendous action here today at Las Vegas. I tell you, the finish just absolutely astounding. I think we'll need a break here before we head on to the next race on the tour at Atlanta Motor Speedway, but there's the rest of your finishers here. See where you finished in the race here. Last car to finish was Chris Dollerton. At least last car in the lead lap finish was Chris Dollerton. Charles Jackson and Cody Lamas barely managed to finish their race. But actually, a count of 8 cars out of the race. Joshua Osborne, Kyle Matthews, Jeremy Doobie, Cole Daly, Seth Cole, Jeff James, Stephanie Naylor, and Joshua Collard all out of the race. But Ann Batson, for the first time in a long time, gets herself a win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series in a nail-biting, intense final lap. I think one of the best final laps I think we might see all season long here. But Ann Batson has a 1-point advantage on Jessica Shelton for second place. Here, Charlie Rodriguez in third position, Keith Batson in fourth. Fifth is Pichu London. Top 5 separated by 32 points. Then it's PJ Williams, Ian Dutta, Cole Daly, Dylan Poteet, and Sean Galligan, the top 10 in the points chase. All the way down to Kyle Matthews right now in 20th place in the points standings right now. And down to Jeff James in last place at the moment in the points. So some big names down there. Chris Dalton, the defending season champ, down in 31st in the points at the moment. And so, yeah. Next race on the tour will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Bass Pro Shops 500. Don't miss it.